Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. We have bad news, we have annoying news, we have disaster news. I'm not happy, I'm absolutely not happy. You know what, I tell you the truth, always the truth on the channel. I did a video, I expressed my feelings, then I watched again before publishing and I said it's better than I don't publish that video. I was really angry, I was really angry. So today we will speak about the case of Paul Labil Pogba. We will speak about tomorrow, because Pogba, he stole a bit the big pages of tomorrow's game, Paris Saint-Germain versus Juventus, where I read a lot of people that are really negative, and probably when we see the start of the season of Juventus, it's not what we expected. Not with the player that we wanted on the field, and also not in terms of points. Torino just is winning. I don't know if it's the final result, but at the moment they have 10 points. Udinese have 10 points. Atalanta won, they have 13 points. So we are a bit behind in the ranking. We are behind in the way we play. We are behind in the players that we wanted to have on the field. And we are speaking about two players. Paul Pogba, disaster situation, but also Angel Di Maria, that will not travel with the team to Paris, or actually he didn't travel because the team is already there in Paris since this afternoon. Already did the press conference of Massimiliano Allegri that we have to admit that this time he was really honest and pissed off with Paul Pogba. I already felt it that he was not happy with the decision that Paul Pogba took 42 days ago. Totally confirmed today. So we'll speak about all these topics. I already prepared a few things. As you can see here, you can see the lineups. We have a few lineups that I prepared, but for the people that are watching today, now, but also for the people that will watch in replay, this video is sponsored by our great friends from OneFootball. I will show you. Here we have all the news and we will go through them. You have the QR code that you can find easily here. If you want to go with your phone or whatever, you can go and you will be redirected to OneFootball because, you know it, I traveled with them to the stadium. I still have the Skybox armband. Perfect app to remain up to date with everything regarding Juventus. The news about Paul Pogba to undergo knee surgery in bid to be fit for the World Cup. Will he be there for the World Cup? Big question mark. Juventus handed an injury boost ahead of Champions League match. They are showing Rabiot. Will he be that important? I have some inside news from Paris Saint-Germain, the people that are supporting Paris Saint-Germain, about how they will welcome Adrien Rabiot. So we can even go through that. We have Paul Pogba, we have Bonucci, we have again Paul Pogba. The big news, of course, of Paul Pogba. Paris Saint-Germain words respectfully about Juventus, saying that Vlahovic is really strong. The words of Mbappe and so on. So we'll go through all of that thanks to OneFootball, guys. And you see it's sponsored by OneFootball. So don't forget to download it if you didn't. If you didn't, it's the moment. I will speak about it a few times in the video. So we go with Styler Z that said, Beppe, this time I am the first one. Nobody is faster than me. I am Styler Z and I represent the community of Juventini on the channel. Ciao Styler Z, ciao Punzara, ciao Radovan and Jordan. They saying ciao Beppe, bad news. But after the World Cup, Chiesa, Pogba will be there. They will return. It will be a huge boost, an ultra boost. Until then, we try our best. So some positive future news, Jordan, that is positive regarding the future, but it's true that we had 21 games, 5 already been played before going to the World Cup, 16 to go, and it's one after the other. Missing players like Chiesa, like Pogba, and even now Di Maria. We don't know if he will be there versus Salernitana or the game after. Will he be there versus Benfica? We'll have to understand that, but it's a terrible news. And if worst case scenario, because we are in that negative scenario. So worst case scenario, if we are not there in the top 4 on the 13th of November, the second part of the season will be really hard. With Pogba, with Chiesa, with whatever you want, it will be really hard. Ciao Ricky, ciao Futek, Stavros, ciao Beppe, ciao Pal, Daniel. Hopefully Juventus is protected by insurance in situations like this, meaning Pogba is covered by a separate insurance company that is this case pays his big portion of salary. That's nothing new in sport. The financial part, absolutely super important. Ciao Rocco to Glory. King Chiesa, today was really negative. King Chiesa, Beppe, you are the one good thing in this season. Hopefully I can make you a bit smiling today. I don't know how long, but we have a bit less than 24 hours. We have 22 hours to smile before tomorrow, and then tomorrow we will see how the game will go. Ciao Shadi, Calcio Ben, grande. He was traveling. He's traveling from Czech Republic. He went to Austria with the family. He was enjoying a great time. Welcome back, Calcio Ben. Ciao Jason, ciao Punsara again, Radovan, Marvin, Robin van der Vorst, ciao Beppe, ciao David, ciao Jacob, ciao Marian, ciao Beppe. Injuries keep hurting us. You saw what I put here, for the people that know. You also have an emote that you can use it. Probably I will make an official emote of the eye that is protecting against bad luck. I will put it in the wall because, guys, we have to do something. At least I try something, because it's not really working without protection. Ciao Navek, ciao David, ciao Thomas Makluf, Red Jaden, that is there as well. Ciao Beppe, hope you are doing well. Well, some big Champions League games in the next 2 days. Well, it's beautiful. The Champions League is beautiful. It's the most beautiful competition, of course. So I can't wait to face, without fear, Paris Saint-Germain. Steve Cano, Adriol, Meme, Jose. We have Jim that is there as well. Marcus Johnson. We have a lot of people today. Diverse people. Other names. Steve Slick. He's saying so much for the witch doctor. We all know that Pogba ultimately needs surgery and gave the non-surgical method chance. It's good we found out now and not in November. Okay, can we go? Ciao Bobby. Ciao Jason. My brother is there. So can we go through what happened today? Maybe we start immediately with Paul Pogba, because again, I'm not happy. So we know in a few words, we know that 42 days ago he was in USA, in that West Coast. He was on the let's reveal the my friends that saw the eye. So I saw he was there in LA, in the West Coast, and he was training. It was not even in the game. He played 45 minutes versus Chivas the days after. He stopped running. The cameras was there, Gazzetta dello Sport, and everyone put the thumbs up. Gazzetta dello Sport telling us, don't worry, 1 or 2 days and he's back. So nothing serious. Already 42 days. Immediately Juventus, because I saw a lot of people blaming and the player and Juventus. Let's make it clear, and then you can take a decision, of course, who we have to blame. Allegri was super honest and really transparent in press conference today. So let's see what they are saying in One Football, and then we go and we explain. Or maybe I can already start explaining what happened. When he was in USA, immediately the doctors of Juventus, after 1 or 2 days, because you have an hematoma, it's quite big. From the moment that it's not swallowed anymore, or how do you call it? That it's not big anymore, you can go under the radio, you can check what is happening. And they told him immediately, Paul, you have to go under surgery. Apparently, he accepted at that moment before changing his mind, and he wanted further swollen. Thank you, Aldo. He wanted further confirmation about what was happening. And it makes sense. Why not? Of course, you already lose 1 week, because the time that he traveled again from USA to Europe, and he made further tests with Juventus in Torino before asking a third consultation, one of the big experts that did the surgery for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He received some advices. A lot of doctors that didn't even saw Pogba, they gave their advice. They said you have 3 different types of possibilities to heal again and to be back on the field. The first one is you go under surgery and we remove the broken meniscus. We remove it. What's happening with that? It's that your knees start to be a bit more fragile, because you remove, it's like a pillow. It's like a pillow between 2 bones. So you take it off, so it becomes a bit fragile. First option. It's a bit faster. Second option is suture. So that means healing it. A surgery, healing it. It's a bit longer, but at least you have no problems anymore in the future. And the third one is a conservative therapy. So you don't do surgery, should be the one that you are faster on the field than all the other ones, with the big risk that you can have again the same problems in the future. Of course, he wants to play the World Cup. And honestly, as a human being, he won the World Cup already, but he's 29. He said it's maybe my last one. You never know in the future what can happen. Or it's maybe the pre-last one of my 2 last ones. I really want to take part of that World Cup. We all know. Let's not lie. Let's not lie about that. World Cup, for every single kid, it's the most important trophy. When you speak about Alessandro Del Piero, our captain, and you ask him which is his most beautiful goal, is it the one that he scored versus... What is happening here? We have to check because some things are happening here. So the goal of Alessandro Del Piero versus Fiorentina, the goal that he scored versus Dortmund, all these goals of Juventus, which one is the most beautiful one? A lot of time he will answer you the one in World Cup, in semi-final versus Germany, because it's super important, the World Cup, for everyone. So I can understand that he wants to do everything to be at that World Cup, but also with that conservative therapy, he wanted to try to be also really faster with Juventus. The problem is that everyone told him, Paul, attenzione, it might be a bad decision because or you heal really fast, but you can have it again. When will it happen? Before the World Cup, during the World Cup, after the World Cup, and at the end, you will anyway go under surgery. So you are actually only postponing the problem because it can become even worse. He didn't listen. I understand the human part, but it's annoying me. Because in these cases, you need 50, 60 days to heal. It's already 42 days. So if he listened to the first advice of Juventus, he would have been back already. Not today, but in 1 or 2 weeks, we were speaking about a player that could have been there with Juventus in September, starting to play the important games, fully recovering towards also the World Cup, and he would have played it. It's an annoying disaster. Let me say thank you to Kanan that just gave a gift to someone randomly to become a member of the channel, and the lucky one today is Ducky Badger that became a member of the channel thanks to Kanan. Grande, thank you, Kanan. Grande Kanan, that is not only thinking about him, but is also, he wants to make a gift to someone. And I see Aldo, Alexander, Stavros that are saying thank you to Kanan. Guys, speaking about that, I saw an Allegri that was already every time pissed off when they were asking him about Chiesa and Pogba. About Chiesa, he always said, if we see him before the World Cup on the field, it's a miracle, and we can be happy if we see him on the field. So let's plan January, giving an update, because a lot of people ask me always, what about Chiesa? Chiesa, they extended it, and it will be January. So it will be 1 year. 1 year for one of our best players, Federico Chiesa. On top of that, you have a Pogba. So can we blame Juventus? No. We can't, because they advised immediately with the right solution. Pogba didn't listen. You can't, by law, oblige a player, even if you pay him, even if he's under contract with you, you can't oblige him to go under surgery. It makes totally sense. It's like you are at work, you are doing something, they ask you to go under surgery, you are the boss of your own body. And I totally understand, and it makes, in a way, totally sense that a player is the boss of his body. But anyway, it's not because you are the boss of your body that everyone around you is happy. Because Allegri, every time that they were asking him about Chiesa and Pogba, he always said, Pogba, wait, we don't know, let's see. He took a decision, putting actually the ownership, the accountability on Pogba. Today, in press conference, he said it in 2 different questions. He said it really well. He said, yesterday, he started running with the ball. Today, he did it again. He's feeling pain. Decision has been taken. Surgery. ASAP. Fast. I believe that as we speak, he's undergoing that surgery. Where? I don't know. I don't care. It's not my problem. But he said, Paul, took the decision to go for conservative therapy. What does that mean? that he was pissed off and that everyone told him, attenzione Paul, it's not a great decision. Now we are like that. And it will come after January. Some people ask him, what about the World Cup? And Allegri, pissed off in him. Of course, he was in press conference, so he was holding back. But pissed off, he said, this is absolutely not my business. This is not my problem. We are thinking about Juventus. And for Juventus, he will not be there until January. So for the World Cup, it's absolutely not my problem. And he's totally correct. I totally understood how the reaction of Allegri was. I'm laughing, of course, because Alfonso Forest. Oh man. Oh, Padre Pio, la Madonna, Lourdes. It was quite mild. I could have gone a lot more. Attention. This one was really funny. But attention, because we have a new one. Medical update. Successful surgery for Paul Labille Pogba. Hey, let's do it. Anyway, successful surgery for Paul Pogba. Let's read the text. What did they say? They didn't write a lot. This evening, Paul Pogba underwent selective external arthroscopic meniscectomy. The surgery performed by Professore Roberto Rossi in the presence of the Juventus team Dr. Luca Stefanini was complete with success. We have no prognosis about the forecasting and so on about the timing, but anyway, it was a success. Imagine they were writing it was a failure. Imagine if they were writing it was a failure. We would have been in the mud, but it is what it is. Thank you, Nader, for tagging me. This one is the best one. This one is. I will retweet. This one is too funny. Grazie, Alfonso. I don't know if you are in the chat or not. But thank you, buddy. Some people are telling me, Beppe, there are some trolls in the chat and they are ruining the experience. I didn't see them. Anyway, we have good news about Pogba and bad news. The good news is that it was a success and not a failure. The bad news is that he had to do it and that the conservative therapy didn't work. So why was Allegri pissed off? And then we go to the other ones, to the other news. Why was he pissed off, Allegri? Because he insisted that much to have the player. We know it, we said it, we need instant players to give an upgrade to that team. Team lacking of a lot of things, lacking of leadership, lacking in creativity, lacking about a lot of things. And this is actually the problem with Pogba, that he's not there, and probably Allegri trusted him so much. We know the relationship, but both of them have, and probably already told him and he's pissed off. So I'm not happy, guys. I am not happy because, you know it, on the channel, I never search for any excuses. Absolutely not. I never checked excuses about players being injured. I always try to do abstraction of that because, anyway, you miss one player, you miss two players, the season goes on. At the end, nobody in 10 years will remember which player were injured or not. So you have to do without them. You can't use them as an excuse. What is annoying me is that Paul Pogba, and we already spoke about it so many times, he's not even injured about a muscular problem or so on and so on. It's a problem that was bad luck, and on top of bad luck, it's a really wrong decision. Can we blame Pogba? There is a percentage of me that says if I'm a human being, if I'm really a human being, I can understand someone that says I want to try without surgery. I can understand it. On the other hand, I'm a supporter of Juventus and I'm pissed off. That's my truth. Grazie, Ali. Ali saying, Beppe, we don't need protection from Evil Eye. We need voodoo doll of Allegri with spikes in it after the last game. We spoke about it also on the channel. I was not happy about how Mr. Max Allegri, he managed the game of Fiorentina. And we know it. Now, we are going to Paris Saint-Germain, and that's another game. But but then take the evil eye, voodoo doll of Allegri. You know it, in the vibes that we are living at the moment. The marabout, the voodoo doctor, the witch doctor of Paul Pogba, and so on and so on. Guys, we are in total beliefs in the moment, but apparently it's not really working. Maybe it's Sarri that he put a spell on Juve when he left. Trolls have to go. When you see them, Anthony, tell me who they are, and then we will ban them. I know that you know that I trust you. Ciao Alexander. PSG will lose tomorrow. I feel it. Grande Maric. Beppe, how long will it take for Pogba to full recover? Well, he will try his best, and probably if he's going immediately in surgery, it's because they reassured him probably that he can be back on November and have his chance for the World Cup. That's what I believe. But who am I? I'm not the doctor, so I have no idea. But I believe that he will be back around the beginning of November. Probably Juventus will not risk him. He will probably not risk, and we will see him with France at the World Cup if Didier Deschamps is deciding to take him with him. We saw also a lot of players that came back from injury last moment in doubt, but going to the World Cups like Francesco Totti. Total different injury, but we saw a lot of one that are given trust by the coaches to go with them. Anyway, again, it's not really my problem if he goes to the World Cup or not. When I said that there was one benefit to Italy not going to the World Cup, I said at least Federico Chiesa will not have to go and spend crazy energies in Qatar and coming back destroyed. At least he can recuperate to the in that break of Serie A. Well, if it was for me, I would have said to Paul Pogba, hey, you remain at Juve, but yeah, you can't decide. Ciao Cecilia! Cecilia that is back tonight. Ciao Cecilia. Nini Baranto, well done Amat Sacco. What's happening with Amat Sacco? I already put them in timeout. Thank you Amat Sacco. Grande. Daniel, what is Daniel's? Ciao Robin for divorced. If the surgery failed, we would have not heard it. Probably, that's also correct. Ciao Kilian. Ciao, Kilian. So again, thank you, Ali, for the donation. Just answering again that question, we need the voodoo dolls for Allegri. At the moment, probably someone is already doing it. I don't know if it's from Juve or probably anti-Juve persons, but the fact that Allegri came back and he has not a lot of chances with first Chiesa, then Pogba, then Caio Giorgi, and all these really, really harsh injuries, I believe that someone is already doing it. To be really honest. Ciao Softich sucks with injuries, but well, at least we will have something to blame our horrible games on. Always something positive. I don't want to blame, and I believe that I never did here on the channel, to blame Paul Pogba not being there, and that's the reason why we have 20% of ball possession, or using Federico Chiesa as the scapegoat why we are not creative, and so on and so on. No, and I believe that's wrong to do that. If you are asking me, I believe that's really wrong to do it, because of course Pogba and Chiesa are world-class players that would boost that Juventus immediately to the top. And we know, we can't lie. But that doesn't mean that because they are not there, especially Federico Chiesa, that I am personally not even counting in 22-23. At full regime, yes, he will come back in January, but what will be his level in January? We don't know. So Chiesa is absolutely not. So you have to find solutions without Chiesa. Of course, you can't do crazy mercato because it's a player that you are paying, because it's a player that is blocking you the list, and so on and so on. But anyway, you have to find solutions. The same for the midfield, because now, okay, Paredes just joined, he played a game, immediately we see that he has some qualities, but now you have Paredes, you have Locatelli, you have a upcoming beautiful surprise like Miretti, you have a Rabiot that is still giving you defensive solidity, you have a McKennie, you have nearly a total different midfield as the past year. So something should happen there. We wanted a regista, we have a regista. We can unlock Locatelli as a box-to-box. We have a Rabiot, we have a Miretti, we have a Fagioli, young generation, young players. So it can't be taken as an excuse. The people that are saying that or they are wrong interpreted because I don't know, or they are a bit blind. No. Perin hat-trick tomorrow. Perin is the GOAT. Huh? PSG, like Chelsea and Manchester City, are relevant because of oil money. Grande Red. Red is a Liverpool fan. Huh? Allegri is pissed off because he doesn't like gambling, and conservative therapy has no guarantees making it a gamble. He could have used these 42 days ago as recovery. But especially because it's his boy. It's his boy. You know, you always have favorites. You always have some people in your heart that you prefer, that you love, that you have a good relationship, and that you trust. And when you give trust, and these people at a certain moment, probably they had some talks, they are disappointing you a bit in the decision they take. Allegri probably, and that's why he's pissed off. Probably, and it's a supposition, guys. Huh? He talked with him and he said, Paul, with the experience I have, I can wait for you. I can wait, do it. Let's go. We wait for you. And it will be okay. And he said, no, I want a conservative therapy. And then, look, because he was counting on him, you know why he's pissed off? Because Allegri knows, like you, like me, the Allegri out hashtags. He knows. He perfectly knows. He knows about the pressure that he has from the management because the management is not happy. Let's not lie about that. The management is not happy. We are not happy. He's not happy because he feels the pressure. And he said it. Everyone is at risk in that situation. So missing a player like Pogba, even if he will not use it as an excuse in press conference, is annoying. It's really annoying, and probably he's pissed off because he hears these kind of things and he has to deal with it. So, yeah. Ciao, Shervin. Beppe, how much will we lose tomorrow? This is actually a serious question. Well, tomorrow, we tried this morning a 4-3-3 with Di Maria, and now we are going towards the Di Maria talk. We are going towards a 4-3-3 with Di Maria this morning, so one day before Paris Saint-Germain. In the middle of the training, we understand that Di Maria will not be present, and we change tactics. Di Maria is the fantasy. It's the magic. We saw it versus Sassuolo, but I was there in Spezia. I saw it live. I was happy. I was really happy to see Di Maria playing, but when he was on the field, you understood that he was not ready. Then I say it's okay. He's not ready, but he's gaining minutes towards Paris Saint-Germain to be at top form, or at least at 80% versus Paris Saint-Germain. But he was not great. The 45 minutes versus the last team we played, Fiorentina, we saw that he was not the usual Di Maria being able to play and do whatever he wanted with his body. Technically, he is not injured. So people that are saying, Beppe, again a muscular injury, it's not true. It's not true. Technically, word by word, he's not injured. It's just that he's not feeling well enough to be in control of his body. So he will need to rest a bit. We are playing on Sunday, tomorrow, and then we play on Sunday. Maybe with a bit of rest, again, doing differentiated training alone in Torino, waiting for his body. He can heal and be ready versus what team? Versus the other team there. Salernitana, guys. By the way, let's check what are our other teams that we will play. So Paris Saint-Germain, Salernitana, and then we play versus Benfica. Benfica, that is a crucial game in Champions League. We know it. Today, Massimiliano Allegri said we need 10 points to qualify. Attenzione, I don't 100% agree with Allegri because I remember a group with Napoli. I don't remember all the teams with 3 teams with 12 points. 12 and 0 points for the fourth one. What happened with the fourth one? It's that it was eliminated and Napoli went in Europa League with 12 points. So I'm not 100% sure about the 10 points are enough. I'm not 100% sure that. But on the other hand, we are in a group with Paris Saint-Germain that is supposed to beat Benfica 2 times, to beat Maccabi Haifa 2 times, and probably on paper they are stronger as Juventus. So your serious question, Beppe, how much will we lose? I know that football is unpredictable. It's unpredictable. So I can't say today we will lose so much. I saw a lot of people saying 7-0. I saw a lot of people saying if we lose less than 3-0, we can be happy. I would never sign. I would never sign for losing 1-0 and being happy with losing 1-0. Never. Never. I prefer playing and losing 7-0 than signing for a 1-0 loss. Saw a lot of people also saying I will not watch the game because I'm already depressed. If you don't support your team in the difficult moment, then it starts to be hard. On the other hand, I saw also some people saying we hope we lose so that Allegri will be sacked. Well, I will already spoil you. Allegri will not be sacked because of Paris Saint-Germain tomorrow. So don't hope that he will lose because it will make the things even worse. Do we have some chances to win? Objectively, guys, Donnarumma in the goal, Kimpembe, Sergio Ramos, Marquinhos, three-man defense, Renato Sanchez, Verratti, Hakimi. I don't know who they will play on the left. On top they have Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. Objectively, nobody will be shocked if I tell you that Paris Saint-Germain is stronger. Alessio in the comments is saying Beppe, Paris Saint-Germain is even stronger this year than last year. Last year we were mocking a bit Paris Saint-Germain. We were saying that they went for Panini stickers. You know, the Panini stickers. You buy some beautiful names and you own them. This year they changed strategy with new sporting director, new coach, and also the names are not anymore 5-star players that you take for free. You pay a lot of money in terms of salary because they have a beautiful name, because they have a great marketing. They are playing really well. We saw it. They have 16 points in Ligue 1. They drew versus Monaco, but all the other ones they are winning and easily winning. Of course, it's a team that is not used to be pressed. It's a team that is not used to have teams that are going with high intensity. But this is also not Juventus. Juventus is a team that is giving the ball, like we saw versus Fiorentina, that we saw versus every team. Sassuolo, even we gave the ball. Sampdoria, we gave the ball. To Roma, in the last 30 minutes, we gave them the ball. So, today, if you ask me, Pepe, will we lose? The chances are really high that we lose. But football is football. I heard the same discussions last year with Chelsea. We won 1-0. Then we lost 4-0. And I agree with you. We lost 4-0. But we won 1-0. Everything is possible in football. Everything is possible in football. I saw Cecilia said, do you think Miretti will start instead of Locatelli and Keane for Kostic? Beautiful one. Let me read the one of Zaki and then we go immediately to the possible lineups and we go back with Di Maria because Di Maria, he tested and it's not there. Bad managed. Well, he was not 100% ready to play versus Spezia. We risked him, but that's not really Spezia that made it worse. It's just that he's not ready. It's not ready because he was 100% ready to play versus Fiorentina. But not more than 45 or 60 minutes. Anyway, it is shit. It is bad luck. Now, thinking about it now, would have said, don't play versus Spezia, don't play versus Sassuolo, and we are fine. Zaki, thank you for your message. Zaki, thank you for the donation, buddy. The Bonucci we have now is a liability. The sooner Juve realize it, the better. If we play 4 at the back with him, we are dead. You mean he's not reliable. That's what you mean. If we play 3, maybe we might survive. Our defense is more solid without him now. Well, is Bonucci stronger in a 3-man defense? Yes, we know it. We know it. Without any problem. Low. We have 2 possible teams. And then I will read the message of Mohammed and we go to also the question of Cecilia, who was asking Beppe, what about Miretti? What about Keane? Well, we have 2 possible teams. 4-3-3, give up. Give up on the 4-3-3. But we have that lineup with Perin in the goal, De Sciglio on the left, Danilo on the right, Bremer and Bonucci. If Bremer and Bonucci, they play in a 4-man defense, Bonucci will take the right spot, Bremer will take the left spot. Then we have a Kostic on the left, a Cuadrado on the right, Paredes, Rabiot, with a Miretti that can be behind Vlahovic. 4-4-1-1. Why? Because we know that Paris Saint-Germain is playing a 3-4-3 with Miretti when they have the ball possession in the middle. Miretti can give support. Rabiot can go on Verratti, but we know how much a quality player Verratti is. So Rabiot will play. Allegri already said it. 4 players are sure. Bonucci, Perin, Rabiot, and Dusan Vlahovic. 4 players that are sure to start. If we have already four players, that can be an ideal one with a transition into offensive phase where it becomes actually a 4-2-3-1. I show you, it's really easy. You just put Kostic and Cuadrado here. And you have Kostic, Miretti, Cuadrado. Boom, boom, boom. Easy. Kostic can go up, Cuadrado can go here, and we go into that. When Paris Saint-Germain has the ball, we go back, and we can even make some space here with Miretti. Of course, if they do like that, Miretti will be smart enough to go to the left side with Paredes here, and you go to a 4-5-1. The problem here is that you are isolating too much Vlahovic. So the transition should be really fast. With Paredes, and if you go here, can I show you the tools? Yes, maybe. With Paredes taking that ball. Can I have the ball, please? How do I do? Here we go. Paredes opening with that ball and putting it for Kostic, for example. With Kostic going higher here. Paredes will remain. And you have a Miretti going here. You see? That could be a solution. Plan A. That's plan A. Let me read a bit of your comments to see if you are agreeing with me. Can be a solution. Another one can be exactly the same. Can be exactly the same. But instead of Miretti, up, and you will, I know you will be angry. I know you will be angry. But that is another possibility. You have Arkadiusz Milik. Why? Because we saw versus Roma that Arkadiusz Milik was not playing here, but Arkadiusz Milik was playing a bit more here. Okay? And he will be a lot faster with Paredes playing in a double pivot. Of course, Paredes is not that great in 2 men in the midfield, but that can be another solution. Or we go in a total different lineup, and I will show you, and then I will continue to read your comments, so that we have everything. The 3-5-2 without Locatelli, because that's the question of Cecilia. Locatelli is out of energy. But that can be a solution. Bremer here. Wait, let me change a bit. Where is Danilo? Danilo is here. So Danilo to the left. 3-man defense. Could be. Alexandro, no. We have, where is the Kostic? Kostic could be here. Miretti here. Up. Di Maria is not there. Then we have Milik. And you have a beautiful, where is Cuadrado? And here. And you have a beautiful 3-5-2. Again with Miretti, a bit more offensive. That can even become a 3-4-1-2. 3-4-1-2 with Miretti doing the double phase. Why is Kostic super important? More than Keane. Because I heard the name of Keane. But I think that or Milik will be on the bench and it will be Keane. Could be a solution. Or Kostic can become super important. Why? Because you have a player like, what's the name? Hakimi, that we have to stop. You see? That number 2, the numbers are not correct, guys. But the number 2, it can give some really danger here, because you know that here they are going a bit more centrally, and Hakimi is doing all of this. So Kostic will play on Hakimi. He will try to limit him as much as possible. This is what we will see tomorrow, I believe. So thank you for the donation, Zaki. Stavros, but come on. I'm sick of tired seeing comments from our fans on every social Juve post going over the line, saying something without any constructive reason behind their statements. This make me mad. Stavros, today Juventus, they posted that I was live in the morning in Italian, and if you read it, it's just disgusting what people are writing. But it's on me. It's on the other colleagues I had. It's on an injury. It's on a new graphic. It's on whatever you want, people. It is like that. You have to make abstraction of it because it will not stop. It will never stop. Juve will play a 9-0-1 and win 1-0. Steve, if that happens, I'm happy. I'm happy. Allegri masterclass last minute header from Perin. Stavros I already read. Radovan, we all know it. Paris Saint-Germain are the money team. Strong, fast and with killer instinct. But we are Juve. With Grinta woken up in us, we can do anything. But that's what I was saying. Everything can be happen. But attenzione, because it's not as easy as we think. Mohamed Youssef, the bigger your mercato, the longer you needed to adapt. That this is not only for Juventus, the season is long and no team exceptional in Serie A. In Champions League, round 8 will be an achievement and it's not impossible. Thank you for the donation, Mohammed. Steve is saying that Bonucci will score. Ace Phallic, I don't remember when Juve last played a good game where I felt we were the clear dominant force, even against smaller team. The last one, I believe it was versus Inter, the game that we lost 1-0. I believe that was the last game that we really played well. And then, of course, versus Roma, the first 60 minutes, but not a full game. So I agree with that. So it's true. This morning I was speaking about an article, and Cecilia is believing in miracles. She said 1-1. I was speaking about Tutto Sport, who was saying, attenzione, because Juventus needs time. Injuries is one thing. Paredes just arrived on Wednesday. He trained the first time on Thursday. He was already playing on Saturday with Juventus in a new team, and so on and so on. Milik arrived the week before. Kostic arrived quite late in the mercato. And the ideas of football of this summer, when we were planning, it was not there. It's correct. It is totally correct. But Tutto Sport was also saying, but there is no time. Because tomorrow we're playing Paris Saint-Germain. Then it's Salernitana. Then it's Benfica. Let's go back on One Football. What are the schedules? And guys, again, video sponsored by One Football, so the link is into the description. Go for it because they are doing incredible, beautiful things. Paris Saint-Germain, Salernitana, Benfica, Monza. And then you have a bit of rest. But can you train during that rest? Monza can train. They lost again today. Monza can train. Cremonese can train. Lecce can train. Juventus can't train because all the guys will not be on break, on holiday. No, they will go with the international break with their national team. So that is a problem. You have no time. Even if there will be an international break, you have no time because then you start again on the 2nd of October versus Bologna. 3 days later, Maccabi Haifa. 3 days later versus Milan. 3 days later on my birthday, Maccabi Haifa again. And then 4 days later, Torino. 3, 4. It's insane. It's really insane. But seriously insane. So you have no time. You have to adapt. You have to fight. But it's true that we were late with our mercato, like a lot of teams. And you see it as well. Lukaku has some problems. Roma has some injuries. We have to do with what we have. I agree. Thank you, Mohamed. Nicolotti. Ciao, Nico. Ciao, Beppe. What do you think about going to the Juve Paris Saint-Germain game? How much will the ticket cost? I have no idea. Would be my first Juve game ever. So you're speaking about the one, it will be November, I believe. It's the last one. Let me check again. It will be in November versus Paris Saint-Germain. And I believe it will be before Inter, mamma mia. The 2nd of November. It's a good one because most of the countries, they are off on the 1st of November. So you can easily travel there and so on. Juve Paris Saint-Germain will cost a bit of money. I have no idea. Depends also where you will sit, but probably they will go with, I don't know, 50 euro, 60 euro to the curva and then going up in prices. So I don't know. I really don't know how much it will cost. But it will be expensive. So if you are hoping for 30 euro, forget about it. But Then, of course, when you are living in Italy and you are going every single week, it costs a lot. 50 euro, it's a lot of money. When you are from abroad and you go for the first time, most of the time you have also in your mind to spend like 100 euro for a ticket. That's still acceptable if you go one time. But I don't know. Softish believes that we will defend. I believe as well. Because you have no choice. And that's what I was showing you. When you are looking here, I believe we will defend. That's beautiful to see that 3-5-2 with Keane or with Milik or with whatever you want. Why do they have two goalkeepers here? If you go, they are not playing like that actually. They are playing like this, Paris. Where is the other one? Milik. Where is Milik? ¿Dónde está? Here. Easily you go with a Filip Kostic that will go lower because Hakimi will go here, and a Cuadrado, guys, that will go lower. That I can already tell you. The battle will be played here, but it becomes a 5-3-1-1. So I agree with Softic and with Radovan and with the people. We will. Here, the battle will be here. I saw one day a lot of people telling that Theo Hernandez would kill the game versus Juve. You had a really great Federico Chiesa that was not yet the Federico Chiesa of the Euro and so on, but that suddenly impressed all of us because he blocked him. Because, it's like pushing. Who will push the harder? Will it be Kostic pushing him, or will it be Hakimi that will push? If it's Hakimi that will push and win, they will create superiority and our block will be super low. And then we are speaking really about a really low block where you have the three defenders that will be here. And that can be a danger. That can be a real danger because then if you play like that, you will have isolated Vlahovic. You have all the lines here. Miretti will not be able to use his creativity because if you are playing higher, pushing Hakimi, for example, with a Cuadrado that is here, Kostic a bit higher, you are able actually to step up a bit. You are actually able to step up. And what is happening if you are stepping up, you are using all the field and you are playing really with a Miretti that will play here behind the lines of Verratti and Renato Sanchez. So that can be one of the solutions. Let me check if we have other comments, guys. Let me check. Alexander Beppe, do you remember some weeks ago Manchester United lost 2 first game and had Liverpool next? How many thought Manchester United would win? The difference between Juve Paris Saint-Germain is smaller than Manchester United Liverpool. But I said that Manchester United would win. I don't know if you remember, Alexander, but on the channel I repeated that I asked people to write it down because I was 100% sure that Manchester United would not have lost any points or would not have lost points versus Liverpool because football is football. Because football is football and it's crazy, and from that moment that give them a boost. Will Juventus be able, because Manchester United, I saw they are solving some things, hard decision has been taken, Maguire, Ronaldo, locker room. Will Juventus, if we do a beautiful result versus Paris Saint-Germain, can that be the turning point of the season? It could be. Robin, so we play 4-5-1 the whole game. Could be. Yeah, you are commenting what I was saying, what I was a bit showing. DJ M&M, I have said it multiple times, we play better in 3-5-2. But 3-5-2, we saw a lot of time these boards with the players where they are and on the field and so on and so on. It's how you interpret the game, because you can play a 4-4-2 that is super offensive. That becomes, if you have the ball, a kind of 2 defenders and the fullbacks that are going super high, and it becomes a 2-4-4 with the wingers that go even more higher, wingers up, fullbacks up, and it comes a 2-4-4. So, that 4-2-2, it depends on how you interpret that game. Then that 3-5-2 can easily become a 5-3-1-1, and then you are playing defensively. So it depends on your behavior on the pitch. Steve, Beppe, the lineup means nothing if we play like... that's exactly what I was saying. Juve transition plays is awful, no support in attack and defense on the wings. Exactly what I was just explaining, Steve. So you see, we agree. I said it means nothing. The numbers are numbers. I'm really scared about Hakimi. He will bring ball for Messi. That's what I was explaining. Kostic will be important and key to block him. To really, seriously. Then maybe he's not playing and we continue with a 4-3-3. If he's not playing and we play a 4-3-3, that's the only possibility where I see Moise Kean playing 4-3-3. How do we play? 4. Locatelli out, Di Maria out. Then we play like this. Up, up, up. Kostic out. Di Maria out, and then you have a Cuadrado. But the problem is Cuadrado should not even have played today. But it is what it is. Should not have played. And then you have a Kean here. And you play like this with a Miretti behind everyone. And I don't believe that Alexandro will play. With De Sciglio here. Could be 4-3-3. But who will take care of Hakimi? If it's De Sciglio, you have a problem. Because there are a lot of strikers. There are a lot of strikers. De Sciglio will never do you the job of a Kostic or a Chiesa pushing up. So will it be a Moise Kean? I doubt it. I really doubt that Moise Kean will take care of Hakimi. I don't know how... I don't see a Moise Kean playing. If he plays, then I need to understand what was the strategy behind it. Without Di Maria, Pogba and Chiesa, 3-5-2 makes sense. Kostic has very specialized strengths in that formation and can be decisive. Yeah, I would have loved to see Cuadrado on the bench. But you see, Cuadrado, he's the one that should have been on the bench for part of the season, coming as a super sub, and he will play all the games. He will play all the games. Alessio, grande Alessio. Why settle for low result if the supporters and coach don't believe? How will the players do then? Die, I want to win. Basta. Well, the supporters are supporters. Let me say hello to Colo. Colo99 who's saying Paris Saint-Germain Juve 0-1 with goal of Alexandro, assist De Sciglio. Then I will wake up. Maybe you are exaggerating. The 0-1 could be, could be, you want the truth? I never bet money because it's dangerous. It's not great to pay attention if you bet money. I never bet. I've bet 12 euros. 12 euros on a score. Who can guess the score? I will show you a few scores. So I will do a poll. Okay, let's start with okay. Don't forget that we are playing away. When you're voting, don't forget about that. But the supporters are the supporters. Supporters are free to say whatever they want, of course. That's a fact. But then you have the coach, and he needs to believe. Then I want to come back on that. But let me also say thank you to Mr. Zeb that just renewed for 8 months. We don't have to win, but I really hope, try to play. So I agree with Mista. Thank you for the renewal, Mista. I agree with Mista. This is why people were pissed off. Because we didn't try versus Fiorentina, especially in the second half. We didn't try as good as possible versus Sampdoria. Yeah, versus Sampdoria we tried a bit, but it was totally confused, so it didn't work. But here, I come back on the words of Allegri. Allegri, you have to put everything into context. You are playing versus Fiorentina. You are angry because he was angry. He received a yellow card. He was screaming and yelling to his team because they were not doing what he was asking, and so on and so on and so on. You are angry because you know that 1-1, it's a disaster. Even if you are happy with the point because you could have lost, you have that stress. You come out, instead of speaking about Fiorentina, they ask you about Paris Saint-Germain. And he said something that is totally correct. Should he have said it? No. No. But then people are complaining because he's not honest in front of the camera. When he's honest, people are complaining because he's honest. He said, let's be realistic. The important game to win is the one versus Benfica. Okay. He said it 2 times. Press conference. One first, and then he repeated it, changing a bit the words. What is wrong with the truth of Allegri? Saying, let's be honest, let's be realistic, it is the Benfica game that matters in terms of victory and so on. I don't know. Because myself on the channel, when we were debriefing about the Champions League, we all said Benfica and Juventus will play for the second spot. That's honest. There is nothing wrong. That doesn't mean that you don't want to go to Paris and try to win. No. But it's objectively, honestly, like everyone here in the chat is saying, a lot more difficult to win versus Paris Saint-Germain because they are favorite for the Champions League. They had some problems of loca in the locker room and they solved them. They had some problems with some team members that were more there because they had beautiful names than that they were effective on the team. They solved that problem. They are really a great team. I saw them playing this season a lot of time and I said, mamma mia, attenzione Paris Saint-Germain. It makes totally sense. Then, is it annoying to hear it? Yes, it is annoying to hear in the microphones. But he didn't say that we don't go tomorrow to Paris Saint-Germain to try to win. He said the crucial one is Benfica. And on that one, I agree. Then, is it a bad moment to say it? Yes. Is it annoying to hear? Yes. Should he have just shut up? Yes. Should he just have said, let's go and try to win? Probably yes. Probably yes. What matters for me is that he's going into the locker room and that he's saying to these guys, ragazzi, okay, I will try to do it. I'm Allegri. You know what I do? I'm serious. Seriously, yeah? I go on Twitter. I take all the shit that they are saying about us. I would even go here on YouTube and I will take. And I will show them. I will say, guys, they are laughing about us. Everyone. They are giving us zero chance. They are laughing about the way we play. They are laughing about our mentality, about our lost DNA of Juve. They are saying that we have no chance, that we will be destroyed 7-0. We are playing in Champions League. It's the biggest competition. The eyes of the entire world will be towards us. They will watch Paris Saint-Germain versus Juventus. They will watch the big clash, Agnelli versus Al-Khelaifi. They will watch the newness of Galtier versus Allegri. They want to see a big player like Vlahovic versus Mbappe, Neymar, Messi. The world will be towards us. Let's do something. Let's show. Let's try to go on the field, forgetting about Serie A because it's a new competition, a total different competition. And show what we did in the return game versus Atletico Madrid. And show what we did versus Barcelona. Show what we did versus Real Madrid, versus that team, because we are able to do it. And it can be a turning point. And we need to get that respect back. Not with blah blah, but on the field. I don't know if he will say that or not. That's what I'm expecting from Allegri. And if he, in front of the microphone, is taking a bit of pressure, I don't care. You know that after the game, I could watch first the post-game interview and then going live. I go immediately live. I don't give a lot of weight to the words of Allegri. But I agree that they are not fun to hear. The only problem with the 3-5-2 is to have Neymar, Messi, Mbappe 1-1 with our defense. Probably no, because if you are playing 3-5-2, I tell you, it can be a problem in 1-1. But then you have your fullbacks that are coming and helping. The problem with that, if they go down too much, then you have even more attacking power from Paris Saint-Germain with an Hakimi going up. But I agree, 3-5-2 could be dangerous in that way. Let me check. Daniel Beppe, it's time for our boy Miretti to shine in Europe. I hope that by the second part of the season we arrive in a good position and show our strongest team when it matters the most. Yes, we will push Perin behind the goal so everyone can get... Why is everyone speaking about pushing? Did I say something funny with push? Maybe, huh? Manchester United is back. Ciao Sisman, grande Sisman. 4 games win in a row, including Liverpool and Arsenal. ETH transformed Manchester United from a joke club to a scary club. Why are we not improving? I don't know the link between them, because it's Premier League, because it's totally different, because they have spent 100 million for Anthony, because they spent 60 plus bonus to Casemiro, because they took a strong decision to put Ronaldo on the bench, because probably they were attacked and felt attacked after that big loss. Remember, 4-0 versus Brighton and above. Or below, I don't know, Brighton, above. Strange teams in Premier League. And they needed that impulse to believe that they could do something. Then, attenzione, because back is a big word, Sisman. Back is a big word. Last year, Juventus, at a certain moment, they did, how much? 16 games unbeaten, something like that. We were about to be back, and then one, and you drop. Roma was fantastic. Boom, 4-0 from Udinese. So I don't know. I would wait a bit from before Manchester is back, but I saw the game versus Liverpool. I saw versus Arsenal, and they played a lot better. You know, confidence can change a lot because we changed our men. We changed them. Can we go back? How many of them did we change? Perin is Perin. Then you have Bremer is new. Paredes is new. Miretti is new. Vlahovic is new here. But if you are looking at, because normally you have Di Maria and so on, so you have a lot of new players in the team. Could do it, huh? Could do it. It will not be like the 1-0 versus Chelsea. Was not the turning point of the season last. No, because it was a different result. It was a 1-0 versus Chelsea. It was the beginning of the season, the return of Allegri. Probably not yet the big Allegri out hashtag, because it was the beginning. If I'm not wrong, it was the first game of Champions League as well. Huh? But people, they were scary because Bentancur, because this, and it because they were the champions of Europe the year before. We can't see the screen, Beppe. I don't know. Maybe I solved it in the meanwhile. I forgot someone. Alessio. Yeah, no, I read. Sisman, I read. And then Nicolotti with another message. Ciao, Nico. Wait. What's your general opinion on the midfield? I would really love if we could play the youth more, but I guess Allegri trusts more the experienced midfielder, which I understand, but I don't know. But can we go with the ages of our midfield? Thank you for the donation, Nico. If you're taking all our midfielders, can we take the Paris Saint-Germain away? I don't know how to do. They are annoying me. It would be easy if we could do like that tomorrow. Huh? We just take them off from the screen. Here. Boom. 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 If you're looking at our midfield, all our midfielders, who do we have? Miretti, 19. And he's playing. Rabiot. How old is Rabiot? That's not Rabiot. Here. Rabiot is 27. And people will tell me he's old. Here is 28. Then you have Locatelli. Here. Locatelli is 24. Still young. 24. You have a Fagioli. You have, who else? McKennie. McKennie is 24. Locatelli is 24. Fagioli is 21. He's 19. The kid. You have 28 and 29. That's it, huh? That's it, huh? So you have a really young midfield because Pogba is injured now. Who else do I miss? Do I miss someone in the midfield? Pogba is injured. No. That's who we have. That's who we have. So if you are playing with Miretti, Paredes, Rabiot, why? Because Locatelli is tired. We all saw how tired he was. Fagioli. Hey guys, you don't launch Fagioli versus Paris Saint-Germain. You don't launch him in that game. That would be crazy. And McKennie is still young. And he's not performing. So he's not performing. Locatelli is not playing well. At the moment, Fagioli, you don't start him versus Paris Saint-Germain. So you have that midfield. Then, in the future, you can have Locatelli that can replace Paredes. And you have a really young team. You have a Pogba here normally. But if not, you can have a Fagioli. You can have multiple choices. But I believe that the general average age of our midfield is lower again. So my opinion about that midfield, well, with Pogba injured, we are missing probably depth. We are missing a bit of depth. Or Locatelli and McKennie, they wake up and they are giving us some beautiful news, because at the moment I didn't see it. And then Fagioli, he will need, like Miretti, to show some personality, to say I can be another Miretti. What I did at Cremonese in second division last year was not pure luck because the division is that much lower, but I can stay in that team and I can show you that I can do it. And then you have a really young team. Then if you're looking Locatelli, the great thing, we are speaking about all informed players, and let's put out Pogba, but if they are all playing well, you have a Locatelli that can play as a box-to-box on the left, on the right, and he can play as a regista, okay? Maybe not as Paredes, but he can do it. So you have really a big flexibility here. Miretti can play on the right, he can play on the left. Rabiot can use that position here and here. So Rabiot is more the defensive guy in all that midfield. Paredes, we showed it, we saw it a bit versus Fiorentina. He's one that is going really with a lot of interceptions, and then he can relaunch it as a real regista. McKennie is the one that is really offensive and can go up and give some support. So you have a mix of qualities that is good, but you need them first in form, and you need a bit of coronas. You need a bit of balls. You need a bit of balls. What did you vote? What did you vote, guys? 31% said 0-1. 31% said 2-0 for Paris Saint-Germain. 0-0, that's 24%. Actually, you are wrong. Because I said, where is it? I will show you, because otherwise you will not believe me. I said Sterling. So I will close the vote. And because then you have cheaters, so where is my my bet? I don't know. Can I see my bets? I don't know how it works. Message, just track my bet. No, that's with a, I don't have it. Whoa. Ah. Zero 2. I said Juventus will win 0-2 tomorrow. Boom, boom. Let's see if I will be rich or not. I don't know. I'm hesitant. But anyway, we don't care. Beppe, off topic, but do you think Serie A can get to the Premier League? Like, no. That was fast, huh? Mamma mia, I never answered that fast. Apart from Liverpool and maybe Real Madrid, no one would have the mentality to stop City in the Champions League. City is strong as well. Huh? We should forget 3-5-2 forever. I like 3-5-2. I even like more 3-4-3. But 3-4-3, you need two players there. They are running. You can't do a 3-4-3 with Di Maria. You can't. And with Cuadrado and so on, it's impossible. So how do we send this speech to the team? Maybe they are watching, huh? Can you talk to Mr. Allegri like your first video, Mr. Allegri? Maybe he's listening, huh? Raffaello Franco, that's quite good. In my dreams, Juve player 4-3-1-2 goalkeeper Donnarumma. Mamma mia. Who's Malo Gusto? Malo Gusto is bad taste, huh? Bremer, Badiashile. Why am I reading that? That's really crazy, Mercato. Zaki, normally against big team in Europe, I trust Allegri, but tomorrow I'm not sure. But they are strong, guys. They are really strong. We have to admit that they are strong. You know, Paris Saint-Germain has always been a team with ups and downs, but they were competing a bit in Liga, but absolutely not a team that we had to worry about. Then they were both over. They injected a lot of money, and it became a strong team in Liga. There is absolutely no competition. But now they even put some structure and organization. They are a really strong team, guys. They needed that one more step, and they did it now. So, guys, I have another news. One football. Juventus handed an injury boost ahead of Champions League match. Juventus had been handed an injury boost, again, the same. Injuries have plunged them in campaign, blah, 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 blah. Wait, can we go back? Juventus had concern over the fitness of Di Maria and Adrien Rabiot ahead of the game against the Parisians. However, a new report reveals that both of them trained with their teammate today. Yeah, but at the end, Angel said forfait, and Rabiot is there. Rabiot will play, confirmed by Massimiliano Allegri. And now I want just to take a moment before reading the message of Alan. I spoke with some ultra from Paris Saint-Germain. Ultra, you know, the core. I don't know what's the name of these guys. The core of Paris Saint-Germain. Tomorrow will not be an easy game for Adrien Rabiot. I hope he knows. I don't know if he knows or not. But he needs to be 100% mentally prepared because they don't like him. They don't like him. They feel that he's a traitor. Because, you know, as a kid, he grew up with Paris Saint-Germain. The last season, he was not happy. Prefer not to play. So the mother of Adrien, Véronique, is not welcomed. Adrien Rabiot is not welcomed. They will whistle him. They told me that in the past there was a player that went to Marseille, from Paris to Marseille. Not really good thing, and they whistled that hard and they pushed him that hard that after 10 minutes he had to leave the field. Not because of an injury or so on, but because of the supporters. So, guys, Adrien Rabiot tomorrow will be whistled at every single ball that he will touch, from the entry until the end. Mentally, he will be destroyed. So he has to be prepared for that, and he needs to make total abstraction because it's the first time that he will go back. And I saw that story. Never, nobody's speaking about it. Tomorrow, mon Dieu, my God, tomorrow will be a hell for him on the pitch. So, hey, guys, tell me where you had that information. You didn't have that information, huh? I tell you, tomorrow will be... Listen when he will touch the ball tomorrow. So you will need to forget about that. And maybe like Cecilia is saying, I want that Grinta tomorrow. Nothing else. With Grinta, everything can happen. Maybe these whistles, these boos, these ooh, Rabiot, maybe that can motivate him and the team to do more. And if you're looking at who is possibly starting, Keane is loved. Di Maria is loved. They are sincere, but he will not be there. Paredes, fine for them. It's not a problem. But if you're looking, Bonucci has the experience. Danilo, Cuadrado, he doesn't care. But you miss a bit of leadership there. you miss a bit of leadership. Bremer, first game in Champions League. Don't forget that. So that was the news about one football, guys. Katana, thank God the transfer window closed before Pogba went for surgery. We probably would have desperately signed a 35 years old on a huge salary that we can't shake to get injury a la Ramsey. Dutch about it. No, I believe that then in that case probably Ravella would have stayed. That played today big part of the game versus Atalanta with Monza. I couldn't do the difference, but I saw 2-3 touches of balls that were not bad. The kid is good, huh? The kid is good. Normally against big team, I already read that. So which one? Which one did it? I read the one of Allen. I said I had to go back. Can't believe. Thank you, Allen. And let me say thank you to Allen, to Nico, to Sisman, Alessio, Steve Cano for renewing for the second month. I didn't read it earlier. He said, I think we have a chance because Paris Saint-Germain is not playing against a team with a good defense. Juve always played against tactical teams in Serie A. That can be one of the keys. They don't know. They don't know. On the other hand, they don't know yes and no because Paris Saint-Germain with Messi, Mbappe and Neymar, they always find a way. They always find a way. Sergio Ramos and so on. Attenzione. But I can't believe I'm saying this. If we lose, I would lose 4 or 5 so that the management would start with the replacement of Allegri. Sorry for saying this. Well, Alan, probably you didn't hear it in the beginning of the live. We already spoke about that, Alan. Thank you for the donation. But I don't agree. You know that I totally don't agree with that. But whoever the coach is, Allegri, Lippi, Ancelotti, Capello, I don't like that. I don't like that. First of all, because it makes no sense what you are saying. As if, but you really need to think about it, huh? That you like them, that you don't like them, but you have to really seriously think about it. Person of management, they will do wrong choices, they will do mistakes, of course. But they are in the world of football. They see the team every single day. They speak with the players. They know what they have in their mind. They know their physical condition. They have reports about the tests, about their strength, about their weakness. They have everything. They see the game. They analyze the game. They have a team that is really watching the game, splitting the game by video. You know what you see, these highlighting skills. No, they are not. They are really analyzing every single detail. And they are reporting to the boss. But these people are in the football world, so it means that they know something about football. Do you really believe, but sincere, that they don't know that things are not going well? Do you think that we need to lose 4 or 5-0 to say that the things are not going our way? They know. The decision has already been made and probably already been talked, and probably, I'm nearly sure, probably they took Allegri and they did already this, but they will not tell you. They will not go with an official communication on Twitter saying, hey guys, we had a meeting with Allegri, we are not happy. He had to pay attention, otherwise, attenzione. No. But this happens in every single company, in every single corporation, in every single big brand. The boss, he knows, at a certain moment, he's talking, and he's taking them apart, and they have a closed room meeting, and they are giving him deadlines, they are giving him a process, and they are saying, attenzione, because your job is at risk if we don't see a change, if we don't see this, if we don't see this. This is what we want to see. Then they will not tell you openly, publicly. So I don't believe that we need to lose 4-0, 5-0. Yesterday, Mourinho, he lost 4-0 versus Udinese. What? These people, they have the 360-degree picture. They have everything in their hand to analyze and to understand perfectly what's happening with Juventus. They don't lose it. So that's the first thing. They know. And probably they told him, attenzione Allegri, because you have 3 more years of contract, but if the situation is like this, at the end of the year, you're out. Or maybe, they told him, before the World Cup, if we are not there, we change. And you know it. And speed up. And we don't care about Pogba. And we don't care about Chiesa. Speed up. Could be. Or maybe they said, we know that we have so many problems, we understand, we don't care, and we go. That you win 1-0 versus Paris Saint-Germain or that you lose 7-0, it will not change. And that's why I don't like that the comment of they will understand. Because they know more than you, they know more than me. Guys, they will understand. No, they know. They know that we are not doing well. When you see an angry Nedved, when you see an Arriva Bene that is pissed off, they know. That's one. Then, but that's my personal opinion, Alan, I will never in my life, but never, and I repeat and underline, I put it bold and in capitals, never in my life, for whatever condition, wish that my team is conceding any goal, is losing any points, not even in a pre-season versus Chivas at 4 a.m. in the morning, not even in the family game of Villar Perosa, not when we are doing well, and even less when we are doing bad. Because it's like my lover that he's having a moment of difficulty, a long moment for some people, because 2 years can be really long. And I just give him, the final slap. I would never do it. Never in my life. Then everyone is again entitled to think and to whatever they want. Who am I to tell you what you have to do, how you have to think? But personally, when my love, because Juventus is my love, is the love of my life, guys. In difficulty, that doesn't mean that I accept mediocrity. No. Because people, they will tell you, we lower the standard. No. My standard is to win Serie A, is to compete and try to win Champions League. It's to be proud outside of the world and going like that and saying, you see, this is forever. It's Juventus. Today I'm not ashamed. When we are losing, I'm not ashamed. When we were in second division, I was not ashamed. I'm proud of my team. At the outside of the world. Internally, I say, attenzione, we have to do better because I'm not happy. But never in my life I will say to the love of my life that is having a bit of difficulty because of own mistake. Because I'm not blaming COVID. It's part of the problem. COVID, Ronaldo, crazy Paratici, crazy Marotta. It's Juventus at the end. We made the mistakes. Your love is there. And what you do is, but it's for your own good that I'm telling you. Because that's what people are telling you online. I'm doing it for your own good. I will slap you in your face for your own good. So that you will realize that you have to do better. No. This is not how I am. This is not how I am, how I think. My son, it's totally different, of course. My son, when he has some difficulties with, I don't know, at school, a language, Dutch, for example, some difficulties, I will help him. I will not say you are a piece of shit. I will not say you are stupid, you're this, you're that. No, I will try to help him. Again,
La Juve.
Management is not stupid. They know. They don't need a 4-5-0 to look at Sarri. Look at Sarri. He won the Scudetto. He was out because something was not working. So, this is what I believe. Beppe, are you following? Come on, TFC. Yeah, of course. I can't watch all the games, of course, because it's super late. But yeah, of course, I'm happy for him. I'm happy because Insigne was thinking that he would be the star, and Bernardeschi is a fan favorite. Huh? No, Bernardeschi is our boy. Malo Gusto from Lyon. Let me go a bit faster now, because Sisman, Amat Dalel is saying, Beppe, I'm a member for the 10 consecutive months. I'm out of hope, but praying for no big loss. We have to be honest and sincere, and I will repeat it again. It makes sense. We can't be crazy and say tomorrow we will win. We have a lot of chances. No. Football is football. Everything can happen, but objectively, they are stronger. Objectively, it's a working team that found a way to play with the team and the strong individualities they already had. They are in a moment of confidence. They are playing in their home. They will have the support. Then they can be arrogant. They can be really arrogant tomorrow. And they can do a mistake. So, but objectively, it's true. One football is saying that it's official. Di Maria misses Juventus clash against Paris Saint-Germain. Guys, on the mobile app, it's even easier to use one football. So link into the description. Do it. If you don't have one football, I'm not your friend anymore. Arthur agrees to personal terms to stay with Liverpool beyond. Oh, attenzione. I didn't know that. I like that. Attenzione. Sometimes, you see, behind the rain, behind the clouds, behind the storms, you have some positive news. Arthur looks prepared to cut ties with Juventus and join Liverpool permanently after his loan spell at English club. The midfielder left Juve on loan to the Reds on transfer deadline day, and the Bianconeri hopes he will do well enough to stay in England. Both clubs agreed on a free transfer to Liverpool. No, on a fee Liverpool can pay to make the move permanent if he impresses in the Premier League. The midfielder has struggled throughout his time at Juve, and he must have been thrilled to secure a move away from the club. Fabrizio Romano has now revealed that he has agreed to personal terms with the English club in case they want to keep him permanently. This means all they have to do now is trigger his release clause agreed by both club, and Liverpool will not need to negotiate personal terms. Okay, so what do we know? Actually, not a lot. Probably I was a bit too excited. That's why it's important to read the articles. Don't forget. So what they found was a value. If he does well, they don't need to negotiate. They have the price, and it's gone. This is the time for a team meeting and players meeting. This is where we miss Buffon and Chiellini. I partially agree. With the first part, I agree, Jason. Yes, it's time for a team meeting. Yes, it's time for a players meeting. Yes. Buffon and Chiellini, how much I love them. So much. I don't believe that in the end years they had so much of an impact. In the last 2-3 years, I don't believe they had, because we saw how it went. The locker room was not cohesive with Sarri, and we had Chiellini. With Pirlo, it was not that cohesive, and Buffon and Chiellini and Bonucci were there. So I don't know. Sisman is giving us some optimism. Sheriff beat Real Madrid at Bernabeu. Leipzig beat Manchester City in the group stages. Allegri must encourage our players to show we can win versus Paris Saint-Germain, but now our players' mentality is to fight for the second place. No. The crucial games that will be decisive to go through are versus Benfica And don't underestimate the Maccabi Haifa. Don't underestimate Maccabi Haifa. Those two teams are decisive if you want to go through or not. Paris Saint-Germain, we need to go and to try to win. Allegri, put it out of your mind. Put it out of your mind that Allegri said to the team, we go and we don't care. It's not true. Otherwise, you play tomorrow, you play Sule, Fagioli, Mulazzi from under 23, you play with Turco, you play with Kenan Yildiz, and you don't care. And you rest them for Salernitana. Allegri, guy, I know you don't like him. Okay, it's fine. I don't care. I don't care that you don't like him. You like, you don't like, it's your right to like or not like. But he will not go to the team and say, we will not go to Paris Saint-Germain to try to win. Guys. But even to Fiorentina, he didn't say we will go there and we will try to draw. Then, according to the game, at a certain moment, he sees that his players are out of energy, that mentally they are about to do a mistake, and maybe himself is doing the mistake to not believe in it in the game, in that moment. Instead of finding a solution, is doing a mistake. This is one thing. Then, in the locker room, he will not say to the guys, Paris Saint-Germain give up. This is a myth. This is a lie, a big lie from people that want to push a narrative. Then, you don't like Allegri because he's not offering a game, and this is a choice. This is a right. This is a fact because we are not showing beautiful game. You don't like Allegri because he's making jokes in press conference? Okay. You don't like because he's bald like Beppe? Okay, fine. You don't like because he didn't win last year? It's a fact. You cannot like. You have the right to not like him. Then you have a stretch in saying Beppe, Allegri. He said we have to be second. No, he didn't say that. I don't like when we are manipulating the word. You know what we are doing? We are doing what Gazzetta dello Sport is doing with these clickbait titles, putting the words and the images where they want to, so that people start to hate even more Juve. That's what we are doing. Because we don't want to know. You see what I was doing here with OneFootball? I stopped at the title here. I said Arthur agrees to personal terms to stay with Liverpool behind the scenes. Okay, grand. I go on Twitter, Arthur to Liverpool, done deal. He will stay at Liverpool. No. You read, you think, and you read the article, and then you see, okay, it's not a lie, but it has been said that they agreed on a price that if he's doing well, he will stay. It's different. It's different. I don't like that. Ciao Model Piero, but if Allegri goes, who will come? But that's another story. Who will come? At the moment, there are no players, no coaches. Then if you tell me De Zerbi, for me, De Zerbi, and maybe he will be our coach one day, but at the moment, he proved zero. Hipster trainer from Sassuolo that then went to Shakhtar, where he didn't do that great, by the way. Before, unfortunately, the unfortunate events, and then he had to split roads. He wanted to stay, so he showed in terms of personality also a really great heart, because he wanted to stay really long with the team there. But anyway, it's not a coach that I like. Then if you're telling me in the future you have an Italiano, even the coach of Udinese, that needs to prove himself, he needs to grow, but it's also a coach that showed something already with Ascoli in terms of idea, philosophy, then we start speaking about it. I like. Why not? If you're telling me Zidane, you know how much. Look, it's here. I love Zidane. But it's not even realistic. Juventus tried to sign Zidane. He said no. I don't know why people are continuing to say Zidane. It's Zidane that said no, not because of Juve, because he loves Juve so much. Not because of Juve, but because he wants first a less stressful job, going to France after Didier Deschamps. If Didier Deschamps just arrived at France, probably would have said yes, because I have some years before. Now there is the opportunity, and you know that some coaches, when they are doing well with the national team, they are staying there for 4, 5, 6, 10, 12 years. different cycles. Euro, World Cup, Euro, World. You're saying, this is my chance now to go for it, and I want to do it. So, stop. Stop. It makes no sense continuing to say as if Juventus didn't doubt about it. Then, is Zidane, and that's my part, is Zidane the coach that we need? Because Zidane, he was managing Ronaldo, Benzema, Kroos, Modric, and Casemiro. Is Zidane the real coach we need? I don't know. Maybe yes. Maybe he can also take a team that needs to be rebuilt. But you have some coaches that we saw, like Antonio Conte. They are experts in taking teams and bringing them to the top. Because they love disaster project and they have the words, the technique to wake and shake everyone. Bobby saying bring back Conte. Conte is that type of coach. The problem with Conte is not a long-term coach. It's not the one that you will go and plan a long way where he will bring you on the Champions League, because the time that he's putting all these motivation, these pep talks, these shake up to do someone, they are totally out of energy. They are destroyed. They are dead after that cycle of 2, maximum 3 years of Conte. So Italiano, I told you guys, because I see Italiano, please. I told you that it's one of my favorite ones, Italiano. But first, let him do well and let him fail with 2 competitions at a time. Of course, you will tell me they played better versus Juve. No. They played the same way. They didn't find the solutions to go and score. They were stronger than Juve. They showed better, yes, because Juve gave them the ball. Mistakes by Juve. But on the other hand, they were not able to win versus Juve. And if you're looking at the journey of Fiorentina is not doing that well this year, because they are managing 2 competitions in a row. They will do good. Yes, Italiano is a really great coach. Yes. Calma. Because then you have a coach that you will burn like we burned Pirlo. We burned him. But I like Pirlo. I like Italiano, yes. Never mind Paris Saint-Germain, even Benfica will be tough. It's true. 4 tough games in Champions League, too many games. Even Serie A will be tough. Forza Juve. Ciao Nirai. I agree. The competition in Serie A increased. All the teams increased. Atalanta, that I didn't rate and I was wrong, will be great because I forgot a factor. An important, decisive factor. They are not playing any cup. Would have been better if they would have gone in Conference League instead of Fiorentina. Would have been so much better. They have no cups. They can focus 1 game at a time. Boom, 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 boom. Playing, winning, training. Playing, winning, training, resting. So but the level increased with Atalanta, Napoli, ups and downs as usual for Napoli. They found, to be honest, with Kvaratskhelia, they are not regretting Koulibaly and Insigne. Kvaratskhelia is even better than Insigne now. And Ndombele, they did a really beautiful mercato. A beautiful mercato where they substitute maybe some players that were lacking a bit of motivation. A Mertens that was not a starter anymore, and so on, with the Raspadori. And so they did really smart, but they remain Napoli. You never know what to expect with Napoli. When they go too much to the top, up, they drop, and then they start again. And up, and they start again. But it's true, And Juventus is not the Juventus of 5 years ago. So it's a new Juventus that is looking for their identity. Then the question that I want to ask you is, how long are you able to wait for Juventus to be again at the top? Because that's what will happen. You like it or not, Juventus will go back at the top. But how long can you wait? That's the question you should answer. I can't answer that for you. What is too long? Like Ten Hag, 2 games and everyone Ten Hag out. Like Liverpool, with after winning everything and already Liverpool with Klopp out, Allegri out. What is too long? What is not long? That I can't decide it for you. Italiano is great, huh? But not today. For me, it will not be today. Especially not, guys. How stupid, honestly, let's be honest. How stupid would it be to buy the players for Allegri, Paredes, Di Maria, Pogba, and not even give him the chance to train him, because Paredes just arrived, Kostic just arrived, Milik just arrived. So how stupid would it be, honestly, to not let them at least train them and try? Because then you take a new coach, because that's what people want, and they want Allegri out. They want us to lose tomorrow. Juve fans lose tomorrow, so that we change a coach. Who do we take? A coach with De Zerbi. Italiano is not there. He signed until 2024. Do you really believe that he will join today? Zidane will not join. So who do you take? A coach that will not find the team that is playing for him, like we did the mistake with Sarri. He found a team that was not great for him, for his way of playing. So it makes no sense for me. So I'm not Allegri out, but I'm expecting something else. I will never say out. You know how I think, but maybe because I'm a manager, because I worked in big corporation, for me it's always like that. And especially because I know the history of Juventus. What is the history of Juventus? You don't sack a coach in the meanwhile of a season. You don't. This is the story of Juve. If you don't like the story of Juve, if you don't like this way of thinking, maybe Juve is not the club for you. Maybe you have to change, to go to Genoa, Palermo, where they change a coach every 2 weeks. Maybe that's the club that is better for you. It's not working, change. Not working, change. Not working, change. Juventus is not like that. You start a project, you try to end it. That doesn't mean that we have to go to the 4 years. But at the end of the season, we talk. Well, we will talk probably a bit earlier. Every day they talk. But we take a decision. That's me, huh? 1 season and 5 days is enough. That's the comment of Andrew. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because last year, and again, I'm not happy with Allegri in the beginning of this season. Last year, neither, because he didn't do well. But last year, Juventus, they were in a financial, really serious, difficult situation. But really. And they had, I don't know how you say, when you can't move, when you are in prison like this, they were totally blocked. Totally blocked. And they were in search for a coach. They talked with Zidane. Zidane said no. They talked with Alessio wants the discount code. I have no discount code, Alessio. They talked to Allegri. He said 4 years. 4 years, otherwise I can go to Real Madrid. Because I want a long-term project, because at that moment, the team, I don't believe we can do really well with that team. We can do well, he was thinking, and he overrated the team, but he said, I don't know. You want a shorter contract? You want immediate result? What can we do in the mercato? Juventus said we can't do nothing. We can't do nothing with the mercato. We can't. Locatelli. That's it. We don't know what will happen with Ronaldo. We don't know. So last year, Allegri came, and I will always be grateful for that. It was not my choice. I said it many times. It was not my choice to have Allegri back. But he came, and I'm grateful that he accepted to come in a situation that was a disaster, knowing that he would have received a lot of shit on him, without any possibility of the management to do something to help. Then a miracle happened, and you had a Vlahovic a bit earlier. Zakaria, that I liked. Last year, on top of the players that were not good. Guys, we have to be honest, they were not good. On top of that, injury, boom, Chiesa in January, disaster. Now we are working towards a project of giving Allegri, and not full, because we all complained. If we are all honest, how many of us said during the mercato, Beppe, the fullbacks. There is no fullback. We are playing with Cecilio, Alexandro, Quadrado, and Danilo. So it's not 1 year and 5 days are enough if you really want to judge fairly, yeah. But again, I'm not defending Allegri because he's not doing well. I'm just putting into context how and why. Then, guys, again, sometimes, looks like Allegri is my favorite coach, but it's not true. It's not the type my favorite coach. I just like to balance a bit because we are exaggerating. We are going from one extreme to the other extreme. There is never, and this is what I experienced and I have some difficulties with. There is never a balanced approach of I don't like, facts are giving me correct, but it's not 100% bad. There are some good things. Look, Miretti's playing. Now, what I'm reading last year, and he doesn't have the balls, and he doesn't try them, and he doesn't believe, and this, and he's bad with the young. Now he's playing him. He's giving him a starting role versus Roma. He already played him 4 games on 4 tomorrow. You never know what happens tomorrow, but there are a lot of chances that Miretti starts, and no, it's not because of Allegri. It's because the guy is good. We have to be coherent. We have to have a line or at least dignity in what we are saying. Just say then we were wrong, because Allegri always said, it's not the age that is important for me. It's are they ready to play, yes or not? Probably because he never said it, but speaking about, actually he said it. It's about maturity. So the mental maturity age, the mental age is important for him. The calmness, being able to resist the pressure of Juventus. Pogba, he played him. He was young. Coman, he played him. He was young. He's playing with Miretti. A lot, are there 15, 20 players? No, because we never had 20, 15 great players from the youth sectors. Now they are coming. I'm watching. Guys, I told you. Turco, attenzione. Mulazzi, attenzione to these players. They are really great. Barenechea, great player. There are some. Huijsen, great players. Ealing Jr., not yet, but he's coming. But we have to be honest. Yeah, I believe yes. Yeah. Are you watching the live, buddy? I received a message, yes, it's him. Kenan Yildiz. Yeah, Kenan Yildiz. Great. Well, that's what I wanted to say, actually. That's what I wanted to say. Not a lot of crazy things. But again, I'm not defending because I don't care. I told you, huh? I really don't care. If tomorrow Juventus decides to sack Allegri, I will stay with Juve. I don't care. I will say, bravo, you took probably the great decision because you know what has been said or not. And I will say, ciao Allegri, thank you for what you did in the past. You tried now, it doesn't work. Ciao, and we go with I don't know. I don't like the Zerbi. It's the Zerbi. Forza the Zerbi. Let's go. I will change. I will take Allegri from the bookshelf and I will try to find. I don't know if he wrote the book or not. The Zerbi, and I will buy. Like I had the book of Pirlo. I don't know where is the book of Pirlo. I had the book of Pirlo in the library in the past. He went away. It's like that. I don't care. Dybala, he leaves. I don't care. Yesterday, by the way, he didn't play that well. Huh? I really don't care. I don't care who comes, who goes. Andiamo, let's go. Anyway. The bracelet. Yeah, the bracelet is from the Skybook. I didn't take it off yet. I have to. It's a Juve Spezia. I have to take it off, but I will one day. By the way, I go for Bruges Leverkusen on Wednesday. Bruges versus Leverkusen. Maybe I do a vlog. Did you see the vlog, by the way? Was it good? Was it a good vlog? Because you see more vlogs than me. Was it a good vlog or rate the vlog if you saw it? Rate the vlog. Or are there some things that I forgot I should have done better or whatever? Jimmy saying De Bruyne was at age 2021 still in Belgium. People have to accept not everyone is ready like Messi at age 16, 17. Messi, Pedri, it's true, it's correct. Cecilia can't watch the game tomorrow, but I will support Juve as always. Grande. Beppe, do you dream in Italian or in French? French. But actually, it's a long time ago that I didn't dream. Or I forgot. Tariq, they agreed personal terms before the loan if Liverpool picked up the option. If, and that's a big if. Beppe, your son isn't making millions to learn Dutch. But he's speaking Dutch. He's going to the Dutch school since he's 2.5 years. So he speaks Dutch, he speaks English and French. Cash is coming. You're speaking about the other one, about Arthur. Giuseppe, guys, stop with all the negativity. No, I would not say stop with the negativity. I believe that we are fourth last year and the year before we were fourth versus, we have to be honest, versus Fiorentina. We were not good. We were not, you saw I was angry. We were not good. So being negative is okay, is allowed. Just balance a bit. Balance. That's the only thing. Balance. And think first. Allegri out. Yeah, and then what do? You pay him 9 million for 2 years, and who do you change with? The Derby. But negativity is, for me, it's normal to have negativity. As long as we wait. Uncle Sharma is there. I will answer your message later, Sharma. Nira, Mamma mia, I didn't even read the message of Nirai. I'm so back in my comments. Still early days. Napoli will choke the Scudetto. Well, of course they will. Of course. They are not even first. It's Atalanta that is first. Thank you for the donation, Nirai. What did we not speak about? You were rating my vlog. I enjoyed the vlog. Aldo. Alexander Grunwald. He said, great vlog, MMA, 9 on 10, 10. Vlog was amazing. Great vlog from Uncle Chad. I'm happy that you saw it. You are getting better and better with the vlogs. But I remember, I did like, how much? One with my son, it was okay, not good. I didn't like it that much. There were some great moments, but, and I think I did one before, and it was not a good one. So now I start liking it. 8 on 10, you look like happy little kid. I was. Hakimi scoring tomorrow. Mamma mia. You see, that's the problem with Uncle Sharma. Then he comes and he writes these kind of strange things. He's a bit a widow of Hakimi. He was his favorite player. Now he's happy with Gosens. Gosens. Ciao Karim. Karim is saying really nice vlog. So I will try to do one for Bruges. Let's see. It will be strange on the channel to do a vlog about a black and blue team. Attention, it's not Inter, it's Bruges. Jamie Drummer, thank you for the donation, buddy. All the J medical positions should be under question. You probably missed the first part where we really explained. I agree. 100% with your statement. That is correct. But partially, if not, absolutely not, if you're speaking about the case of Pogba. If we are speaking about Pogba, they told him that he had to go under surgery, but I repeat, Jamie, he said no. He went to 3 different consultations, and he's still the boss of his own body. By law, you can't oblige someone to go under surgery. So this time they took the right decision immediately. Day one, we knew it. You can go back on the channel about what we reported, and we were thinking he would go immediately under surgery, and then he said no. So, but on the other hand, I agree that something is wrong. On the other hand, happens to Roma, happens to Inter. Lukaku is in Belgium now. Huh? He's in Belgium. Huh? Happens to Milan. To all the teams. Guys, you are playing game in, game out, game in, game out, game in, game out, game in, game out. But every team, man, not only Juve, game in, game out. Now the World Cup. They want to increase even more games. Salah was pissed off. Do you remember? Disaster. On top of that, we have bad luck, and we are not able to fix our problems. So it's disaster. Attenzione, because Mr. Dax said Beppe. I'm sorry, what have I missed out on? You missed Pogba. That will come back in January. Chiesa as well. Di Maria will not be there tomorrow. We were speaking about some possibilities for the game of tomorrow. But the most important thing is happy birthday, Mr. Dax, that celebrated. I don't know how old you are, Mr. Dax, but I'm super happy for you. Hopefully tomorrow we can go with a beautiful performance, because this is what people are asking. Juventus that is trying. Alessio just bought this t-shirt from Turin Giants. Grande Alessio. So happy birthday to Mr. Dax. Happy birthday to you. Andy, salut. How is the English-speaking Juventus community doing? The French is not very optimistic. So here we have Andy. That is from the French community, my great friend, and I'm reading him because I love to read Andy. Depending on the moment, he's super happy. Sometimes he's super in a super bad mood. Now he's in super bad mood. But I believe that more or less is the same. Because, of course, you have difference in culture, differences in expressing yourself from one language to the other, but everyone is not confident for tomorrow, pissed off about the Pogba situation, worried about the Di Maria situation. Tomorrow, we are scared. Then some people, that's everywhere, hashtag Allegri out. So it's everywhere. The difference, of course, it's that I'm speaking about my channel, not about Juve, Twitter, English, and so on. About my channel. The people here, they know that we don't like when we just go with spam without thinking. So we speak And we are not happy. We are happy. We see some positive, some negative, but we try to speak. That's the big difference. While I know from Twitter that the French fan base of Juve is a lot more aggressive in words. It's a way of expressing. I'm French. My first language is French, so it's a bit more hard. We don't discuss. We insult. Azzurri Juve, after watching how susceptible we are to the counter-attack yesterday, I understand why Allegri is doing this. I hate watching this too, but Allegri doesn't believe we can compete against the press. We were super vulnerable. Huh? We went up one time, they killed us. And he knows, huh? He knows. What I am not happy about is that you have to find a solution. If you know this, you need to find a solution to avoid it. And he found solution to avoid it. The problem is, I want to see a Juventus continuing to do what they do in defense. If we are waiting for the big men and not continue to do what you are doing in defense, but we need at least something up front. I think tomorrow we'll see a 2-2 tie. I said 0-2 for Juve. Tomorrow, guys, remember, it will be Paris Saint-Germain 6-0 Juve. And Allegri will defend until the end, and he will say Paris Saint-Germain is a big team, another level, not like Juve. Well, I don't know about the score of tomorrow now, but is he lying? I'm asking you, honestly. Today, the 6th of September, before the game. So how long? 20 hours and 15 minutes before the game. We lose 6-0. If Allegri says Paris Saint-Germain is a big team, another level, not like Juve, at today, is he right or not? We are not speaking, attenzione, we're not speaking about the club, because club Paris Saint-Germain is absolutely not at the level of Juventus. In terms of club, in terms of institution, in terms of history. When, at a certain moment, the owners will be annoyed, they will sell. They will win the Champions League one day, they will sell, ciao, and it's over. But it's true. They are stronger than Juventus in today's history. It's time. It's time. It's true. There is no lie here. There is no lie here. Then we'll try to avoid the 6-0. You are trying to avoid it. Prediction for Inter Bayern. Hey, you know, Uncle, I said Inter, they will give some difficulties in Champions League. I don't see an Inter as easy as that going out of the Champions League. A lot of people said, because who are you playing? Bayern and Barcelona, I believe, huh? A lot of people are saying, they will be out. Inter, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what will be the result of tomorrow, but I don't believe that Inter will go out as easy as people are thinking. I don't believe that. I would, if I had like €1, I would put it on Inter going through. Yeah. Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe have 17 goals in 5 games. Nobody can discuss about the strength of these guys. And on top of that, they are playing in Ligue 1. They are watching the game in a swimming pool. What do you want? In a sauna or whatever. How do you call it? A massage, bubble bath. They are there watching the 3 versus Rennes. Guys, it's not serious, huh? It's not serious. Imagine You play Paris Saint-Germain with Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, and you take a corner kick, and then you see the guys in the bubble bath. Guys, you know that you will win. Seriously, come on. Neven is feeling good about tomorrow. I would not go that far, huh? Even if I'm a really great optimist, I would not go that far. Ciao Beppe, ciao Ali. I wish you a wonderful day. We are in closing time now, huh? Basta. Tomorrow we have a big day. I need to shave my hair. I can't be on the channel like that, huh? Also here, mamma mia, look the beard. The beard is starting to be big. Even if he's right, you don't say it. But that's from a long time ago, Arif. Pepe, do you think that Chilio will play versus Hakimi and Messi and Mbappe? I believe that tomorrow I would put De Chilio as a center back, and we'll say, you know what, we play only with you, only with De Chilio. No problem. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We spoke about it. I showed already, and so on. And let's close with the last one, with Danilson Ronaldo dos Santos San Valentino. Mamma mia, hey, you have to choose one name I can call you, because if every time I have to say Danilson Ronaldo dos Santos San Valentino, it will be a long name. But thank you, Danilson Ronaldo dos Santos San Valentino, for joining the membership, for joining the channel. Thank you. Really appreciate it, Danilson Ronaldo dos Santos San Valentino. I love it. As long as Danilson Ronaldo dos Santos San Valentino will not choose, I will continue to say all the name. I can't. I have to be polite. I have to be polite. Then if he choose fast Danilson Ronaldo dos Santos San Valentino, then I can adapt. But until then, it will be like that. And if he doesn't, then we stay like that. Guys, let's check again on OneFootball. Link into the description. It is for free for iOS, for Android. You know it. I'm not lying when I tell you that OneFootball are the goats of the best apps. So do it. Make myself a pleasure. Download it. Danilson Ronaldo dos Santos San Valentino is saying, haha, it's my full name, but say Danilson Ronaldo. Not even one, Danilson Ronaldo. You know that now it's too late. I got used to Danilson Ronaldo dos Santos San Valentino. Now I will say it like that. So official Danilo. Di Maria will miss the clash against Paris Saint-Germain. Ex-Manchester United star Pogba a dub for World Cup, as Juventus midfielder is set for knee injury. That went well. We already know that. Firmino back. The Mercato never sleeps. Juventus to make another move for Liverpool. We spoke about it in the video this morning. And more news, a lot about the year. Paris Saint-Germain versus Juventus. How to watch the match live stream. You can also click here so that you know in which country you are living and where you can watch the game without missing it. Lamberto Zauli insists Miretti has what it takes to face Neymar and Mbappe. Buonanotte ragazzi. Now it's time to go sleep. Bogdan, Alessio, tell the zebra story. Well, if we win versus Paris Saint-Germain, I will tell the zebra joke. And Alessio, my friend from Turin Giants, he sent me a message that you just ordered it. It's just a fantastic shirt. And you also took it in pink because you can see all the different colors. So, great choice. The book. Ooh. Attenzione, wait. Attenzione. That's a good one. Wait, I need to find the book, huh? We will do the book. Wait. I don't know where is the book. Wait, 1 second. One second, I'm trying to find the book. The book is here. The book will tell us the message for Paris Saint-Germain Juve. So you can choose between page 5 and page 145. Page 5 and 145. You can choose. And that will be the message for the team tomorrow. I will put a maximum of pages, not just one, guys. Dai, maximum of pages. 77, 44, 14, 145. Andiamo ragazzi. Pages, numbers. So that I will close my eyes and we will go for it. And then we will put the suspense music, of course, when the drill is there. Let's see. That's the most beautiful game, because one of you will decide the game of Paris Saint-Germain Juventus tomorrow. Attenzione. Andy, saying page 23. Maybe it will be you, maybe it will not be you, Andy. Let's see. Wait, because you know that from one it has to go to the other system, so I'm always waiting. Now I see the messages. Raffaello Franco, 974 for JDTV. Wait, one time I need to refresh, and then we will be able to choose. 19, 14, 105, 44. Attenzione. On the other page, still not. I'm still here. That's it. The book has given up, so I'm waiting for the refresh. Die. Here we are. Okay. I close my eyes. I have no idea where it is. I click. Cazzo. 74. That's the page. It's over with the comments. 74. Okay. We have the page. Suspense music. We know that Juventus, in the beginning of this season, with the physical injuries, we were not at our best physically. Sometimes, in some games, we even do well in the beginning. 1-0 versus Fiorentina with Milik. 60 minutes with Roma. Then unfortunately, we give up. We are tired. We can't anymore. It's too much for us. Tomorrow we are playing versus maybe the number one favorite in Champions League. And suddenly from Saturday to Tuesday, the condition will not change that much. You have chosen page 74. The message to the team tomorrow when they will enter the pitch is page 74. Don't stop when you are tired. Stop when you are done. And this is what we have to do tomorrow. We have to go beyond the physical condition. When we are tired, when we are really tired, we don't care. Because fino alla fine. This is the message that you have chosen with page 74. Fino alla fine. Give everything you have until the last drop of sweat, until the last energy. We don't care if we have to take you and put you again in the plane so that you go back in Torino. But we want not necessarily to win 2-0, 3-0, 5-0. We don't care. We want you to go until the maximum of every single thing that you have inside your body, inside your mental. If you are mentally tired, we don't care. You have to be done. If you are physically tired, we don't care. You have to go out of that pitch with Allegri that is taking you and bringing you again in the locker room. But that's what we have to do tomorrow. One word: intensity for 95 minutes. That's what we want. That's what we want. Bogdan is saying that the book is always right with the best quotes. It's not the book. It's you. It's you guys. You choose the page. You choose the destiny of Juventus. So hopefully they will watch the live. Otherwise we spoke for nothing. This is what it is, guys. Guys, buonanotte a tutti. Ciao S. Cita. Ciao Danielson Ronaldo dos Santos San Valentino. Ciao Andy. Ciao Alessio. Ciao Sisman. Ciao Sabtu. Ciao Jim. Ciao Tommy Cannone 20 SAA11. Fino alla fine, forza Juve. Ciao Niven. Grazie, forza.